What is up, people? Shoquafina here, coming at you with my Week 2 battle video for the GPL against Professor Chipboard and the Exeter Skitty. If you guys are hyped for this battle, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe for more battles in the future. I will have a team builder coming up for Week 3, probably today or tomorrow, because I am a week late. I do apologize for being a week late. I just had some problems with my editing software and my computer, so obviously I've got that all sorted out, and I should get back on track with uploading some things, but let's get all that out of the way, because it's all fixed. Don't need to worry about it anymore. Let's take a look at this battle and take a look at his team. I said in my team builder that I could see him bringing 4 Pokemon 1,000,000%. Those were Manaphy, Zapdos, Mega Aggron, and the Flygon. He brings all 4, and I kind of said the last 2 were a revolving door. I saw him bringing the Thundurus, though. Why did I say Thundurus? Oh my god, what's my day? Tornadus. I said I could see him bring the Tornadus. And the last slot was either going to be the Emboar, the Goodra, or the Mesprit. He does bring Mesprit, so that's fine. And I also said my dedicated lead, no matter what, was Crobat, just for taunting, U-turning, super fanging purposes, in case he wants to get up his rocks with his Aggron or his Mesprit, because both of them do get Stealth Rock. So that is actually what I do here. As you see, he leads with his Mesprit. Now, my plan stays the same. I do taunt. That's what I want to do. And it either comes down to him trying to set up his rocks or going for the Psychic, which he does. And Psychic does over half to me. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping he'd go for his Stealth Rocks, thinking I would switch out, not wanting to take the Psychic, but that's a good play on his part, going for the Psychic, probably expecting to taunt, or maybe even a switch, just getting some free damage up. This might not even be a Stealth Rocker, guys, so let's keep that in mind. But he leads this, maybe thinking I was going to lead the Scolipede even, and my play here is the U-turn out. I get the Black Sludge Recovery. I go for the U-turn. That does absolutely nothing, because as you can see right here, he has the Tanga Berry, which halves the damage done by Bug-type moves. So I'm positive this thing was here for the Scolipede, and he just left it in to take the U-turn. And so I do U-turn out and go out into my Heatran with the Balloon, and he goes for the Psychic once again and pops my Balloon. So that's fine. I resist that. As you can see, he goes into the Manaphy here, and this could get very, very deadly. This could get very, very deadly. He goes to the Manaphy. I choose to get my Stealth Rocks up. I could have predicted this and maybe went out into my Chestnut or even my Crobat again, but I decided getting my Stealth Rocks up might help me late game, and I didn't want to be too aggressive on turn 3. You know what I mean? Like, it's still really, really early in the battle. I don't want to start guessing, oh, what's he going to switch in? What's he going to switch in? Because for all I know, he could have went into, Flygon here and went for the EQ, right? So I didn't know what he was going to do, and I didn't want to take a chance and risk losing a Pokemon that I didn't need to if I chose wrong. So I just go for the Stealth Rock. Very, very safe. It's the freest rocks I've ever had in my life. So I go out into H2Olga here, and as you can see, he goes for the Tail Glow. And that sucks for me, man. Oh my god. Tail Glow Manaphy runs through my entire team, and that's not good. So I have H2Olga sitting out here. I eat up a Scald, eat up an Ice Beam, what have you. I know Manaphy gets Energy Ball, and I can guarantee that he's actually carrying that. As you see, I go for the Protect, just the Scout, and he does go for the Energy Ball. Now, this thing just completely bodies me. This thing just completely bodies me. I did take off Toxic and replace it with Roar. I did do that, and that's actually what I go for here. Just by some miracle, if I live, I can roar this thing out. He goes for an Energy Ball, and I don't live. I just straight up get bodied, guys. Like, that Energy Ball just did like 2,000,000% of a Vaporeon. I really had no chance against that. So Manaphy's here to stay. I can't roar it out. And then I go into Scolipede here. Now, my plan with Scolipede, I am Sash, I do have SD. I'm thinking, do I SD and potentially hit him really, really hard with a Mega Horn next turn, or do I just go for 2 Mega Horns and risk missing one? Right, so that's kind of my thing. Like, I don't know if I do that, or if I go for the Poison Jab and try and get a Poison, or if I go for Poison Jab twice, as SD first. I don't know what my play is here. I was kind of just like, uh-oh, this thing's a problem. I didn't take the time to actually think about what I should have done. To be honest with you guys, what I should have done was go out to Crobat first, because Crobat has Super Fang. And Super Fang would have knocked this thing down to half health, where I would have been able to take it out with Scolipede, probably. But that's just a misplay on my part. You know, it happens. I'm still new to the Draft League format, and I was feeling kind of rushed because this thing was just going to completely body everything I had. So I'm like, I have the stash on Scolipede. I know I can live a hit and deal another hit back. That's what I'm going to do. So I just go for the SD here, just so I can do maximum damage output against this thing. Maybe I can threaten it out. I don't know. I have nothing coverage-wise on Scolipede that would be super effective in this thing anyway. But I go for the SD as he goes for the Scald. Of course, I have the Sash, so I do live on 1, but he gets the burn, which takes me out. So that's very unfortunate. Can't really do much about that, obviously. The burn happens 30% of the time. The only two things I could have done to avoid that were go for the Super Bang on Crobat, which I think would have been the proper play, or just try to attack twice with Scolipede with something like Mega Horn, which honestly wouldn't have done an incredible amount to this anyway. I don't know if 2 would have taken it out, to be honest. Manaphy is incredibly bulky. Of course, it's base 100 across the board, and I'm guessing this is bulky with leftovers, because why wouldn't it be? So yeah, he Scald, burn, that deals with Focus Sash pretty well. I go down. Then I go out into Crobat here, and actually do what I should have done to begin with, and just go with the Super Fang. He goes for the Scald and takes me out. And you know what, guys? At this point, I'm just like, I don't think I have anything for this Manaphy. Ice Beam just destroys Puff Daddy. Same story with Crabapple, Ice Beam, not a chance, super effective. And then I have Heatran here, and he just goes down as well. So we just got 6-0'd by Manaphy. I don't feel very good about it. I feel like there's a couple of things I could have done to really save myself this week. A lot of things in team prep, to be honest, that I could have done differently. And like I was talking about earlier, one play in this game was really the deciding factor. That was after Vaporeon goes down, who do I go out into? I chose Scolipede. I still think the proper play would have been the Crobat, just to Super Fang and get some damage on this thing. I didn't want to sack Crobat to Manaphy though, because the Super Fang was very important for me to hit Aggron with, but I realized that I can't get to Aggron unless I get through Manaphy, and I kind of just, you know, after I sent out Scolipede, I kind of just had to bite the bullet there and take a big L. So we do get swept by Tailglow Manaphy. I really have nothing on my team that wants to deal with it. So yeah, that's this week's battle, guys. It took me a week just to come back and get 6-0'd, so sorry it did take so long to bring this out again. All my problems should be fixed, so we'll get into this next week. Actually, I should be uploading week 3 this weekend. Should be uploading week 3 this weekend, just to get everything set and taken care of. So anyway, thank you all for watching. If you like watching me get bodied by various Pokemon, please leave a like down below. It really does mean a lot, guys. I'm trying to get better. I know Teambuilder is something I can really focus on. I'm talking to a couple of people in the league, and you know, just for advice purposes, and it's really been kind of helpful. So I'm looking to bring some more knowledge into next week's matchup. Also, keep an eye out for the NBA, which is not anything to do with basketball, because I'm in a new league. It's the National Battle Association, and I just finished up the draft here a couple days ago. I'm going to be putting up a draft analysis video pretty soon, and I am so excited for this team, guys. It's so much better than this team. I'm so excited for this team. It should be coming up maybe today or tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that as well. Anyway, I'm Shoquafina. I'm your coach of the Lake Huron Lanturns, both in the GPL and the NBA. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.